Today, we are going to introduce LoRa communication, which enables long-distance transmission and has strong anti-interference capabilities. In this video, we use the CrowPanel Advance 3.5-inch HMI, the CrowPanel Advance 2.8-inch HMI, and two SX1262 LoRa communication modules. The two users arrived at the seaside, each looking around in search of the other. From Tina's perspective, she decided to take action. She pulled out her Advance HMI and sent a message to the other Advance HMI that James was carrying. Both HMIs were equipped with SX1262 LoRa communication modules, enabling long-range and stable data transmission. In her message, Tina asked James where he was. Upon receiving it, James immediately replied, telling her that he was also at the seaside. Realizing they were in the same area, Tina quickly shared her exact location. Thanks to the reliable LoRa communication, the two of them soon managed to find each other with ease. During the test, we found that LoRa communication could cover such a long distance and still remain so reliable. In fact, this LoRa module is capable of supporting even greater distances. Next, let's take a look at how you can also enjoy and make use of this great design. First, insert the SX1262 communication module into the wireless module slot of the Advance HMI, then connect the USB cable to your computer. Open the website, select the device you are using, click on Elecrow in the upper right corner, and choose our CrowPanel Advance 3.5-inch HMI. Elecrow provides official firmware support for Meshtastic not only for the 3.5-inch and 2.8-inch models, but future models will also receive continuous updates. Then, select the latest Meshtastic firmware. Click to start flashing, and set an appropriate baud rate. We recommend 921,600. Next, click Upload and confirm the port number you are using. Once the upload is complete, you will see the MUI interface displayed on your Advance HMI. Once you enter the Meshtastic interface, you first need to register and set a name you like. This name will be used as your communication ID when talking with others. After setting it up, wait for a short while so the system can update, and then it will start working normally with the ID you have chosen. The first thing you will see on the screen is the message indicator. Every time a message is received, it will be shown here, and the number will increase over time. Next is the number of online nodes, telling you how many nodes are currently active. Then you have the time display, showing the total time your device has been running. After that, you can see the current LoRa frequency band being used. This can be adjusted, and later, in the settings section, I will explain how to change it. Remember, for two nodes to communicate, they must be on the same frequency band. You can also check the current LoRa signal strength here. There is an option to choose how you want to be notified when a message comes in, whether by a banner alert, a ringtone, or both. This section shows your current location. When connected to Wi-Fi, it will display the IP address of your network. Here you can see whether MQTT is enabled. And finally, you have the current memory usage of the device. The second list is the node list display. This list shows all the nodes in the mesh network, and you can view, filter, and highlight them based on the conditions you choose. The third list is your chat channels, just like the group chats we all use on our phones. In the channel screen, you'll see all the channels that have been set up on the device. Each channel has an icon that tells you its encryption status. A yellow key means the channel is using the default pre-shared key. A green lock means the channel is using a custom pre-shared key. And a red lock means the channel has no pre-shared key configured. If you tap on a configured channel, you'll open the chat for that channel. The fourth list is the chat interface, which shows all available chats on the device, including shared channels and private messages. Tap the chat icon to open the chat list. In the chat view, messages are arranged by topic. Messages from other devices appear on the left, while messages from the local device appear on the right. When you send a message, the outline of the message box will update based on its status. If an acknowledgement or CK is received, the outline will turn Meshtastic green. If the maximum number of retries is reached and no ACK is received, the outline will turn red. If the message is heard and relayed by other nodes but the intended recipient has not yet sent an ACK, the outline will turn yellow. The fifth list is the map, and we won't go into detail about its features here. The sixth list is the settings menu, where you can configure your ID name, your region, and the LoRa frequency band. Remember, to communicate successfully, all devices must be set to the same frequency band. You can also choose the role for your device. Here, you'll find the option to connect to Wi-Fi, where you can enter the correct Wi-Fi name and password. Next is the setting for how long the screen will stay on without touch before turning off. You can also decide whether the screen should be locked. There's an option to adjust the brightness of the screen backlight, allowing you to customize it to your preference. You can even change the system's theme color, though I personally would choose my favorite dark mode. If the touchscreen has any small glitches, you can perform a screen calibration here. You can also set your message notifications and choose the system language you want to use. The last three options are to restore the system to its factory settings, backup, or restore system information, and finally, power off the device. Next, let's take a look at the Tools option. In the Tools tab, you can access a variety of diagnostic utilities. There's the mesh detector, which regularly sends node information requests to find nearby nodes. The signal scanner lets you monitor the signal strength between selected nodes, helping you decide where to place them. The trace route feature allows you to run a route trace to a chosen node. The statistics section breaks down the packets you've received, such as telemetry, location updates, trace route data, and more. And finally, the packet log shows a history of all the packets that have been sent and received. Now that we've gone through all the features, let me show you how to create a chat room so you can communicate with the devices you want to chat with. First, make sure the two devices are set to the same frequency band. Then, click on the channel option and set the room name and password for your chat channel. These settings can be customized however you like, but both devices must have exactly the same configuration in order to chat. Once you've finished, confirm your settings. On the other device, repeat the same steps and set the same options. After that, you can enter the chat room you just created and start chatting. This video ends here. See you in the next video.